Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Squadrons video. We are exactly 1 month away from release today, so I'm going to be going over whether or not you should pre-order Star Wars Squadrons. Ultimately the choice is yours, but hopefully this video will help you come to a decision if you are currently unsure about the game. Now please note that in this video I will not be giving any of my own opinions, as I do not want to sway your thoughts. I simply want to get all the information across to you so that you can try and make your mind up if you're unsure. So Star Wars Squadrons is an upcoming first-person only starfighter combat game set during the rise of the New Republic, post Return of the Jedi, developed by Motive Studios in Montreal and published by EA. The game is very much reminiscent of the original X-Wing and TIE Fighter games from many years ago. In this game you get to take control of 8 different starfighters, 4 for the New Republic and 4 for the Empire. For the New Republic you can fly as the iconic X-Wing, A-Wing, Y-Wing and U-Wing, and for the Empire we have the TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber and TIE Reaper. As I mentioned before, this game is first person only, so you will not be able to go into the third person. The main reason for this is because Motive are using what is known as a diegetic HUD, which means that most of the HUD elements that you normally expect to see around the screen are actually built into the ship's cockpit. So if you went into the third person, you would not be able to see any of this important information about your ship or your enemies. Star Wars Squadrons releases on October 2nd for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC for the price of $40 US. The game is backwards compatible for next-gen consoles as well, but it won't be selling any specific copies for those new consoles. So if you're looking to upgrade your PS4 to a PS5, you will not have to worry about your game not working. As I said, it is backwards compatible. Squadrons is also cross-platform as well, meaning if you're a PC player, you can play with your friends on console and vice versa. Not only can you play with a keyboard and mouse and controller, but if you have a VR headset and a HOTAS, then you can use those as well. VR is supported only on PC and PS4. Xbox obviously doesn't have its own VR headset, so if you have a PSVR, then you can use that for your PlayStation. Likewise, if you have an Oculus Rift S, a HTC Vive or a Valve Index, you can use those for your PC. HOTAS currently is only confirmed for the PC as well. Now this does not mean that HOTAS won't be coming to consoles, but at this moment in time we don't have any confirmation for that. Talking more about the game's features now, there is a single player campaign that takes place shortly after the Battle of Endor, though there is a prologue to the campaign that takes place after Alderaan is destroyed by the Death Star in A New Hope. Squadrons also has 2 multiplayer modes to go alongside that on 6 different maps. You have Dogfight, which is simply a 5 vs 5 team deathmatch, and then there is also Fleet Battles, which is a 5 vs 5 objective based tug of war mode, where the goal is ultimately to destroy the enemy team's capital ship. Fleet Battles is still 5 vs 5, though it does have a ton of AI ships as well. Dogfight does not. Fleet Battles can be played as PvP or PvE. If you play PvP it will be ranked, though I think this is more just for the matchmaking purposes. However, PvE can be just you and 4 other friends taking on some AI for some practice. Speaking of practice, there is also a practice mode as well, where you can get to choose many different situations to be able to just really hone in on your skills. The biggest reason I believe as to why it's only 5 vs 5 is that the game is actually fairly tactical and definitely requires some skill. Something you'll have to really keep your eyes on when playing Squadrons is your power management. Now there are 3 key systems to this power management. You have your engines, lasers and shields. The TIE Fighter, Bomber and Interceptor don't have shields though, so you only need to manage your engines and lasers for those. Managing these systems in this game will be essential, as maxing your engine power means you'll get a boost, max lasers grants you an overcharge with increases damage, and max shields doubles the shield strength. If you are concerned about the difficulty with this, then there are 2 settings to choose from. There is one simple setting which will max out any system you choose, with the other 2 being at the lowest point, or you can balance them all out at the push of a button, or there is a tougher setting for those feeling up to it, which will allow you to individually manage each pip. Customization also features hugely in this game. Firstly, there are the ship components, which will allow you to customize the way your ship works. Now there are 7 different component slots in total, with 60 or more components to choose from. The 7 different slots are as follow: primary weapons, 2 auxiliary slots, countermeasures, hull, shields and engines. Primary weapons change the way your main guns work. The 2 auxiliary slots are things like missiles, mines, torpedoes, etc. Countermeasures are of course the things that will aid you in escaping enemy missiles. These 4 slots that I've just mentioned as well will impact your gameplay, and then you also have the hull, shields and engines, which will overall impact your starfighter performance. Every component has a drawback as well, so you will need to choose wisely. Now you do get 5 different loadout slots per ship as well, so you will be able to be pretty free with choosing. The other form of customization in this game is cosmetic. No, there are no microtransactions in this game either, so everything is unlocked through playing the game and via in-game currency. Components are unlocked via requisition, and cosmetics will be unlocked via glory, both of which are earned through play. The cosmetic customization in this game is super in-depth as well. You have both your pilot and your ships to customize. With your pilot you have different heads, flight suits, voice packs, victory poses, briefing room attire and more. With your ship, you have overall skins and paint jobs for the ship itself, as well as decals to place on them, and then for the interior you have 3 different items to change. You have the hologram display, dashboard miniatures and hanging flares. Now the point of this video overall is about pre-ordering, and there are some pre-order bonuses that I believe will not be available to you if you do not pre-order. They are cosmetic only though, so you don't need to worry about other players who pre-ordered having any advantage, because this is simply not the case. The bonuses are as follows. You have the New Republic Recruit Flight Suit and Starfighter skins, along with a New Republic decal, and for the Empire you have the Imperial Ace Flight Suit and Starfighter skins, as well as the Imperial decal. With regards to post-launch content, they currently have no plans as of yet. However, Ian Fraser, the creative director on Star Wars Squadrons, has said that this could change if the game sells well and if the community response is good enough to warrant it. If you think I missed absolutely anything at all about this, then please do let me know in the comments. If you want to see actual gameplay of Squadrons, then be sure to check out one of the game changers. I'd recommend the Twisted Jedi and Sammy Boy for that. And if you want to see some of the cosmetics that were in the game during the Game Changer playtest a couple months back, then I believe Bombastic and Azatru have done 2 really good videos covering these as well. I will leave links to all 4 of these videos in the description for you to check out if you're interested. Hopefully this has provided you with pretty much all you need to know about the game leading up to launch. Obviously I will be covering every single bit of news leading up to the game and post-launch as well if we do get anything. That is it from me today though. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.